star pole vaulter, over 6 meters this year for Baylor, announced that he is ending his college season. He's going to go pro in preparation for the Olympic trials. I could read his full statement that he posted on his Twitter page. Actually, I'll read these last couple paragraphs. He says, as I look ahead to the future, in particular the upcoming Summer Olympics in Tokyo, I'm once again faced with one of those difficult decisions. Taking into consideration many factors for my pole vaulting career, I feel the best situation will be back in my hometown, where I would like to return to working with my previous coach, the coach that he had before he went to college, who taught me how to vault when I started. We have stayed very close throughout my collegiate career, and he's continued to be a guiding force for my development. Many will ask why I don't stay in Waco and finish the remainder of the season with Baylor, but in light of the strength of the American pole vault right now, I feel that the timing of finishing this year and then moving on may not provide the best opportunity for preparation for the summer season, Olympic trials, and hopefully the Olympic Games. For the reasons stated above and the option to complete my coursework online, I've decided that now would be the best time to move. I'm excited and grateful to say that I am turning pro. What do you think about this, Gordon?
He jumped 6 meters under his college coach. So things were working pretty well for him in college. He had great momentum. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's the scheduling. So basically, he could do one vault at Big 12s, and then 2 weeks later, he only needs to jump like vault nothing at regionals, doesn't really count. And then you do NCAAs a week out from the trials. I don't know really much about the pole vaulting strenuousness of a pole vaulting competition day and how many is too many. The way I know, like, running too many 10Ks is kind of bad for you. So I'm sure he knows it better than me, but I don't. It's weird. Like, I didn't know what the what is bad about the Waco training to get you to the trials. Like, it makes, like, I just feel like you're kind of changing things up at the last minute, and it would make more sense to, like, kind of ride this wave. He hasn't had any reason to, like, maybe had one bad outdoor competition. He was like, I'm out. I don't know.
Did he, though?
Maybe he
Did he have a
doesn't.
bad outdoor cup?
I don't know. How do you do at Texas Relays? He maybe didn't vault as high as he thought he would. I don't know. Maybe it's he doesn't want to do school no more. I mean, he said he's doing online classes.
Yeah, he's doing online classes. So I don't think
maybe he doesn't want to pay for. Maybe he wants to get out of his lease of his apartment, and he's like, all right, I don't have to do like 3 more months of this.
I don't think that's it. He did 572 at Baylor Invite, and then he did 580 at Texas Relays. Indoors 593, Big 12 indoors 590, and then Texas Tech Shootout indoors was where he went 6 meters. From a competition perspective, it's obviously he's going to get more competition out than in. I don't know what meets are available that he's going to be able to go to in the next couple months. Listen, if someone's paying you to compete in your sport, I'm not going to ever criticize any. Well, he says he's turning pro. He says he's turning pro at the end, so I'm assuming he would be getting.
Well, turning pro doesn't mean you're getting paid.
Contract.
Turning pro does not mean you're getting paid.
Well, I hope he's getting paid, basically, is what I'm saying. And I think we saw this, was it 2 indoor seasons ago? When
Sammy Watson did it?
Yeah, and then didn't Lena Irby go pro in the middle of the season?
Yeah.
As well, too? And I remember talking at the time, hey, is this going to become a trend? And it didn't. And I mean, part of that's because COVID and everything. But now it is picking up again, which is interesting. Or at least with one person here, too. Yeah, I thought, okay, the back-to-back nature of NCAAs and Olympic trials might be part of the reason that it's happening. And if you're not going to compete in NCAAs, then
what's the point? Yeah,
that's the whole point of being in competing on your college team. Maybe that's it. But that meet it seems like that meet is ideal for a build-up. It's simulates a championship competition, but it's not so hard to where he's going to need to go to the well to win it. So it's interesting. Not something that I expected to see about what are we, a third of the way through outdoors? It's hard to tell when outdoors started and where indoors ended. I guess if you look at indoor and outdoor together, we're well past the halfway point now. In this, I mean, there's 2 months left in the season, basically.
Yeah. It almost seems like it's like a case of like senioritis where you're kind of like, I ain't gonna be here next year. I can do whatever I want.
Mhm.
Screw it. Let's get that ball rolling. Or I don't have to wait till June to do what I want. I can do it now. Um, I just feel like there's something that's not in that letter that we don't know, and I don't think it's anything bad or anything. I think it's he's just doing what he wants, which you respect. But it is kind of weird. No, like you don't see like Tara Davis doing this, and she has the ultimate reason to like go pro now, right? Like
Mhm.
she broke the collegiate record. She's like on top of her game. She's trying to make her first Olympic team. She could make a
Yeah.
lot of money if she would pro right now. But I think
Mhm.
Tara is probably thinking like, hey, I'm going to stick with this. Clearly, something's working with Coach Flo and that whole crew they have down there. I'm going to ride this
Yeah.
out through NCAAs, then take that momentum to the trials. You know?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's situation's different. Everybody's event is so
Yeah.
different. Their college coach, their previous coach. So yeah, you don't really know um, what is at the front of their mind when there's decisions like this. I just thought it was noteworthy because the other ones were like it wasn't going that well in college. Like
Yeah.
they were hitting it. It looked to be a rough spot. Lightfoot's great. He's
Yeah.
fantastic. He's having an amazing season. He's doing things that nobody has ever done in college, and Mondo Duplantis was just in college. So if you can do things that have never been done, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, I was a little bit surprised.